When you create resources within Twingate, you have the option to automatically lock users out after a certain period of inactivity, both as a default as well as on a per group basis. What this means is that as a user, if I don't access this resource that I've been given permissions to access within a certain amount of time, then I can be locked out of it. And in order to regain access, I would have to put in a request that an administrator will have to approve. What this looks like from the user perspective is this. So I'm going to try and access this web app. And when I try to access it, it's going to prompt me to authenticate. What we're seeing here is the lockout screen. So as a user, I've been locked out. My access to AutoCo app, usage-based, has been automatically locked after a certain period of inactivity. So no problem. Let's go ahead and request access. So as the user, I can go ahead and submit this request, put in a comment something, I need access to this for the project. When I submit this request, it's going to automatically show up in the Twingate admin console for any administrators or anybody else who's been given permissions to approve these requests. Administrators, approvers can also receive email notifications that a request has been submitted. This depends on how you want it set up. So let's go ahead and close this. And really quickly, just to show you, if I try to load this again, we're going to again be prompted, and we'll go in here and we'll just go to the pending authorization. It will actually tell me as the user that I have a request pending as well as my comment on it. So users don't have to keep submitting requests. If they do choose to submit another request, maybe something has changed, the priority has increased, they want to resubmit with a new comment, it will overwrite the old one. So let's get out of all of these. In the admin console, we're looking at the screen for this particular resource. We can see two things. One, on this screen, there are any access requests available, as well as there is a notification section that I can go to and view all access requests in a queue. So as an administrator, I can go in here and I can review this and I can choose to either reject it, approve it. I can hover over the different parts and I can see information about the user. Okay, this is Ben. He has a trusted device. Here's the resource. I can see a little bit more about what it is. So the administrator could be like, okay, I recognize what this is and I know who Ben is. I'm going to go ahead and approve this. If I were to reject this request, this user would get an email notification telling them that it's been rejected and to reach out to the administrative team, so my internal team, for any further actions or any feedback on this. If when I approve it, they will get an email as well, just letting them know, hey, your request has been approved. You can now start accessing this resource. So let's go ahead and do that. Great, approved. Ben Cameron's request to unlock AutoCo app has been done. And if we go back to the resource itself, we'll see there are no more access requests. So now, if I reload this page, we'll see that it loads properly. So I'm now able to access my internal web app and my access timeout has been reset. So I have another 60 days to continue accessing this. It's a rolling window, so as long as I continue to actively access this resource, it won't lock me out. It's only if I go inactive and I stop accessing it completely, then 60 days from the last time I've accessed it, I would be locked out. You have the option of setting 30, 60, 90 days inside of the UI, inside of the admin console. If you wanted to go shorter, like we've set 1 day here on our demo, you can do that through the API. And this applies to, again, any resource or any resource and group combination.